Welcome to Busy Brain Club, where thinking is free and we should do more of it. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, so you know this is gonna be a good one. Might as well start taking bets on which auto manufacturer is gonna go bankrupt first. Yes, it's that bad. If you choose to do so, please leave a comment as to which company you believe is gonna go bankrupt first. But anyways, in this video, we're going to do two things. One, we're going to discuss the current state of affairs and the price drop that everybody is talking about. Number two, we're going to talk about how not to get screwed in 2023 as we transition to electric vehicles. Tesla did the unthinkable. They reduced prices so that their long-range Model Y from, I think it was $62,990, and they reduced it by $10,000 to $52,990. Yeah, they dropped it $10,000. Why? Because the EV credit wasn't beneficial to Tesla, so they had to do something, in my opinion, to allow their customers to benefit from the tax credit. And they have enough margin in order to do that. So what does that mean for the consumer? Well, for one, you get a $10,000 discount. That's obvious. But the most important part is the vehicle is now qualifies for the $7,500 tax credit. So you'll get a further reduction in the price of the car. This is the very same tax credit that incentivize the hybrids. So when you really think about it, the effective price a consumer will pay for the long-range Model Y is really $45,490. In a nutshell, the competition is Smoke, BMW, Mercedes, Jeep, Ford, even a Honda CR-V and a Toyota RAV4. Even those cars are in trouble right now. And I'm just talking about the gasoline versions. I'm not talking about any hybrids. The sale price of the gasoline Honda CR-Vs and the Toyota RAV4 is in the region of $40,000. Now, those customers now have the option of buying a Tesla and not having to deal with the whole maintenance bullshit that these gas cars now come with. This is the beginning of the end for all the legacy automakers. You might as well save this date and celebrate. It's like their memorial. The automakers themselves are in so much trouble they cannot even drop prices, because I know for sure they don't make enough margins on these cars for them to do so. In fact, I suspect they're not even making any money off of these cars because they make them in such low volume. But it's their own fault. They sat on the sidelines and watched Elon build this car company to what it is today, innovating year by year while they twiddled their thumbs, and now their back is against the wall. Elon was even willing to help because he open sourced the patents to his battery pack. Now Tesla is not pulling any punches. They pulled out the big guns in 2023. And even when you think about it, Tesla spent a lot of time developing their systems and their whole network of vehicles, right? So if you're thinking about not buying a Tesla, where are you going to charge it? Electrify America is a joke. Tesla has the best charging network. So let's just drop the bullshit and not beat around the bush to say the competition is coming or there's some better vehicles coming. Cadillac didn't even deliver 50 cars. Tesla has the safest car. It has been beating these records from ever since. It's something I said in a previous video where I'm praising Tesla because I have no other option but to. I own two Hondas and I like them. What if I needed to upgrade to the Honda electric vehicle out of brand loyalty? I have nothing. Honda doesn't have an electric vehicle. There's not one in production. There is not one on the road I could see. No one has ever reviewed one. As far as I can tell, it doesn't exist. And that's the point. So I look at Tesla for my next vehicle. And also remember, they haven't dropped the affordable Tesla yet. That's probably going to come next year. The one that's supposed to be $30,000. Let's be clear, that car is already designed and ready to go. Designed, spec'd out, parts deleted, and optimized for efficiency. And that was probably designed last year. So why am I so confident that Tesla is going to win? Well, look at the sales of the legacy automakers. It's going down. No matter what metric you use, their sales are going down. And if you look at the sales for Tesla vehicles, it's going up. Every year, Tesla sells every vehicle. It's not sitting on some dealer lot. Tesla barely has inventory for immediate purchase. What's crazy about this is if you listen to the news reports and they talk about Tesla, some of them speak about Tesla in a positive light, but barely. What they don't say is how bad the other automakers are doing. Like, they are in deep shit. The era of the gas car is over. Yes, people will still have their collectibles, and some people are hopelessly ignorant of what is happening. Same thing that happened when the transition to BlackBerry, from BlackBerry to iPhones. I was ignorant to the whole thing. Most people still get caught up with the flashy nature of modern gasoline cars, specifically the interior. That's what they use to get you. They will have all you convinced how futuristic it is, with the display, the fancy knobs, and the interior lights. But it's just covering up the fact that it's still an internal combustion engine. I don't remember exactly where I heard Elon Musk say it, but he made some remarks where Tesla, as a company, to weather this recession, would be willing to make cars at zero profit just to keep the adoption rate going and keep market share increasing. On a side note, the question I ask myself is, if the money managers are watching the news and the news isn't telling people exactly what's going on, like, how much money are they still holding in these companies that are likely to go bankrupt in a year or two? How much GM, Ford stocks do they have? Second part of this video is how not to get screwed. It is clear now that if you're going to make a large purchase like a new motor vehicle, it has to make sense. So you want something with low maintenance, running costs, and so forth. If you're in the market for a brand new motor vehicle and you're considering a gas car, don't. During this transition to electric vehicles, the value of gasoline vehicles, except the collectibles, they all will plummet. It will happen when public perception reaches that certain threshold, when the perceived economics of having a gasoline car doesn't make any sense anymore. It currently doesn't, but the people still don't see it yet. They don't believe buying a gas car is a bad deal, but it is a bad deal. However, we are still within a year of like a total collapse of desirability for gasoline cars. I believe some cars will have a 90% devaluation in a couple years. This is money you will never recover because no one will want to buy the vehicle when you try to trade it in. You have to ask yourself, how do you sell a gas car in a world where everybody wants an electric car? You can't. No, I love a good disaster movie, and it seems 2023 to 2024 is not going to disappoint. If you're in any one of these industries, please take care and try to minimize the blowback that's going to happen when it comes to jobs and so forth. Please don't be the last person on a totem pole. Rest in peace, legacy automakers. I'll see you in the next video.